emergency. There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction.
Again? This is becoming a very annoying habit with you. I'm going to have to speak with Trident about these locks being overridden. Am I hearing you correctly? You should mind your manners. Imagine pushing your way into my cabin uninvited and issuing such demands.
In an orderly fashion, and remain there until you receive further instructions.
So the emergency is real then? Oh, my goodness, then we must do exactly what the captain advises, of course. Here, give this to him, with my compliments. Tell him Sheila Holbrook thanks him for his exemplary service.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabin. The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there.
Clean sip there.
United Colonies space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Be advised, you have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately. All ships, we have a hostile in orbit. Dead? Forces authorized.
Smooth
This
jump.
is United
Nice
Colonies space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Be advised, you have been identified as a... Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated. Copy that.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
By Vectera, is it you? Is it real? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, constellation? Then the day is truly blessed. Because for a moment, I wasn't sure if you were real or just another hallucination. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be. Fantastic! I think that makes us roommates. By rule, we pretty much have to be best friends. Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way. You won't be disappointed.
Ah. I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Wow, you look... I feel...
Imagine how many credits flow through this place. Figuratively, of course.
Hello, welcome to... Just one moment while I verify. Oh, me? No. Everything checks out. Give me a... There we go.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Should I warm up the engines?
Dust off complete. Hell
Be
of a view
advised,
from here.
you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land.
I will never get tired of that. Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Things for you.
You want to kick back? Avoid the last Nova. Bugs in a funk that kill any more.
Next time you... What are you looking at?
Need a drink? Bug at the last.
Yeah.
I got a bounty so big, the Trackers Alliance had to beef up their server.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Still a lazy old bastard, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
That's not exactly filling me with confidence, Rook, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Is Rokov in, or is he out? Fair enough. Then he's in.
Seriously? You gonna take this Rook's advice?
This Rook just brought back information that might lead us straight to Krix's legacy. So throttle back, Neva. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
EM class? Impossible. There isn't a ship in operation that can navigate that type of interference.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Krix hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
The Rook's right. We tackle one problem at a time. Can we track it, Neva?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. Best we can. What are you, 5?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here.
All right.
Back to the lodge, shall we?
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
You're shooting at ghosts now.
Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
Bogged grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an Erdebrow lager and I'm good.
Rook?
Anything ship-related, you're at the right place. See you around.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very... Wow, Rook. You had one simple task. Bring me the award. Well, congratulations. Not only did you miss out on the award cash, you're also gonna take a hit from... That's how things work around here. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do. So let's...
Here to update that ship of yours?
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
worship is to use the heart's voice when the world fails.
Yes?
Sir, if I may speak freely, is there reason for the harsh reprimand?
Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as a per. That means... Soldier, have you ever heard of trench foot?
Can't say that I have, sir.
Well...
Lieutenant Toftus is organizing.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume? Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. You've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. Good. That should slow them down for a while. Look, I spent all day listening to those idiots running in circles. Are you telling me I don't know my own job?
All right, calm down, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy first.
Heck.
Blessed are those who walk the path of the promised.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking.
Drive spinning down. Systems green.
Magic, restart collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
Grav jump complete. Docking cycle complete.
When you have a moment. This was a good outing. One step closer. I thought you'd never ask. Here. Bye.
Yeah? Need something?
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jim's. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
Don't worry. We know how to deal with her type.
Definitely. We're talking cargo depots, star yards, research stations, and, like in SY-920's case, military outposts. I've never seen someone new to the game have so many contacts. It's the reason we let her join up in the first place. I don't know how she accomplished that. We've been trying to crack some of those places for years. I sure hope so. She might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Interesting. Well, don't take any chances.
Nave is right. Just grab everything labeled comm spike that isn't nailed down.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here, and don't come back. Stay sharp, Rook.
So there I am.
I'll head.
Nice. Clean sep there. Navigational feedback checks out.
This is UC security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband.
If I sing the serpent's hymns unprompted,
flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat.
I take it you're Neva's new recruit? That you're new, but capable. Other than that, not a whole lot. Neva talks a lot, but that's not the same as talking too much. You're still a mystery to me. SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option. Good. Then we have a deal. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board, we'll talk more on the ship.
Hi. How you doing?
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Hey.
Always looking for the next mark.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have. Then try biting your tongue. Literally. We can't afford any screw-ups.
The last thing we want is an entire UC station full of armed guards.
No, that would be bad. Although, not as bad. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back. If you need to take care of anything before we... Alright, then get comfortable. We leave for SY920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and crab drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
Back to the lodge, shall we? Fine by me.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-793A, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked. Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command. But if at any point your cover's very funny. But if you do get into trouble, try and use that quick wit to your advantage. Either way, for now, get on that station and...
Howdy.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Hold up. This area is for SY-920 military only. Rules are rules. Can't let you in. It's true. It's almost more of a hassle talking to you. Maybe so, but that's irrelevant. I haven't received it. Sorry.
Pardon.
with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Hey, you don't look like you belong here.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. And let's see what we can do about it. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first gym. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll figure it. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint.
You seen Elijah?
Sure would be nice to listen to some music on the job. Gotta be around here somewhere. Oh! Well, this is embarrassing. I've covered pretty much every inch of this place. But that one guard, the one I owe credits to, is parked right there, so I'd rather not go there. Oh, good idea. Oh, wait. Nope.
There's been rumors of soldiers smuggling personal items into the station. Something I can help you with? Elijah? Probably lost the hair on the back of his head.
Better think about what you're taking.
State your business. Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead. Your friend there have the same clearance?
Our commanding officer sent us both, so yes.
Then you're both good to go.
know what you do without me. But let's try and work this through. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
Plenty of options, to be sure. We just need to choose the one that plays to our strengths.
Right. If you know yourself, you'll know the best path for. If the two of you plan on using a disguise, try the security office. Otherwise, there's always a way around. Going down for now. We'll talk again.
Not yet. Gotta get clearance at the security station.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear
I
to
don't
launch.
recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Get back to your post, Ensign. I don't take kindly to your... Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident. Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about potential leaks? No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I've recommended to Dr. Vogel to contact me immediately if he identifies any suspicious behavior.
Almost unloaded. We'll be departing. Sorry, but the situation calls. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. But it looks like you'll need to find your own. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, as a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that. You've made it this far without engaging in combat. It was an honor to work with. Good luck if you make it out.
Heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying, she's up to inducted.
Intercepting transponder data in the Harvard system might be promising. Wait, who are you? Why are you... Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device. It's attached to a prototype in one of our... We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of It can even interpolate signal data. its potential. Huh. This is the biggest advancement in decryption tech since the Ondo. Everything beyond this point. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out. Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support system. In short, I've requested a full squadron of... They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal... Splendid. That was fast. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention. I'm sorry, but Now, if you don't have any further Do I know? Steal the comms? Very well.
Are you here? Goggle. You are, and I've deleted that being said, but it looks like you... That doesn't mean you're trapped. As a member of the Crimson... You've made it this far. It was an honor to work. Good luck, if you make it out alive.
Intercepting transponder data. Wait. The comm spike. But I can't just... It's attached to a prototype. We're still in... It can even interpolate signal data. Its potential. This is the biggest... Everything... And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out. Yes, it's... But don't worry. In short, they'll give the Splendid. Normally my... I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. Commander Natara, you say? Oh, well, we don't want to... All right, you'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's... The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight. And of course, best of luck.
Team's looking for more test pilots.
Yes? If you have experience flying.
So, what's this big project you're working on?
Well, I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Really? Couldn't you just trust me?
Nope. Right off the airlock.
wonder Natara doesn't go back into the scientist. I'm afraid Commander Woods might be reinstated.
Pilot?
Reporting for duty, pilot? Another test flight, huh? You pilots are braver than me. You're clear to pass. Don't forget to schedule the flight in the control center. SY-920 Marines are handpicked. To maintain on security, most of us here won't work in person.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Reporting test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Navigational feedback checks out. You're in my place. And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got it. Toy for me. If you need credits, hit up the mission board.
Some people drink coffee.
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. You read my mind. I don't like the thought of putting my routes in jeopardy over an old story. But I respect Delgado and I believe he's on to something. What that is, though, remains to be seen. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the...
I must admit, this is exactly what I pictured a haven for pirates to look like.
Man, I get so tired of pirates on this station patting themselves on the back.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash. She gave you some really high praise.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right, that leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash. Don't worry. When Crix's legacy is aboard the Key, we'll be splitting plenty of cash. Until then, I want you to do everything Estelle asks. Follow her instructions to a letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Understood. We'll do our best to remain on her good side.
Never mind her good side. You'd be better off appealing to her bank account. That is what drives her.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting. But chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. So I want you focused. We are one step away from his legacy. And we cannot afford any screw-ups. Don't tell me shit, Captain.
Yeah?
Rook.
Time to move.
Undocking complete, Captain. Grab jump complete. Target's shields are offline. Grab drive out of position. We've blown out their grab drive. Shield system is offline. Well, you didn't put us in good plan, so we must be in the right place. We have a clean dock, right on the money.
A vessel like this certainly brings back memories.
I've heard the technology in this station.
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process. And on behalf of the United Colonies and Commander Natara, I thank you.
I assure you, we'd never harm anyone from the United Colonies without provocation, Commander.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report. That all depends on what you brought back from your mission. Aside from your eyewitness testimony, I assume you have the usual evidence that could lead to her incarceration?
I can take it off your hands once we complete your debriefing, but at the moment, I'm far more concerned about the comm spike.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem? Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. Your ship will need special protection to ensure the electromagnetic disturbances in the planet's atmosphere don't fry your circuits. The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
If that's the case, inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake. It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
It's not normal for the fleet to hit this high profile.
We're free and clear for flight.